Sorry about that. I was on mute. Welcome back to the Mr. Arsenal podcast. Wait, we're pros here. We have nulls up every now and then. We're doing something different today. We're streaming not just on my channel, on George's channel as well. Hence why we've got Laura here.
Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I can't see you up on my screen, so I was for a while there. I was like, "Am I on this myself?" Or because obviously I'm doing it through my phone. I usually do it through my laptop, but I'm using the laptop to stream through the TV. So
Yeah, because obviously it's the game in the UK. I don't know about his World War, but the game is on the YouTube channel. I did realise afterwards, after the stream on Saturday, why we didn't. I realised why we weren't allowed to watch the game on Saturday.
yeah,
The old blackout.
that's what it was, because it was at 3 o'clock. So I don't understand why the blackout works and why it's why that goes across to the women's game, because I feel like that blackout would just affect the women's game in the end. So
Also, it's a friendly. It's not like it's a competitive game. It's a friendly.
Yeah, I don't understand it. It was just a bit frustrating, but then again, of course, with the result, was it best to keep it off the TV? So it was. So yeah.
Yeah, but then as you informed me, there are dark arts from them not down the road. We'll get when we need when it matters. We get them anyway. So it is what it is. But we are back for. I think this is our last pre-season game of the summer, because obviously next week is the season starting as of next Friday with Chelsea versus City. Us on the Saturday. So yeah, it's obviously at Bournemouth, being played at Bournemouth today against West Ham United, which famously for the last couple of years has produced an absolute cracker for the neutral.
Yeah,
not palpitations for us.
It's West Ham always for the women seems like a very, very hard game for us. We always seem to allow West Ham to feed off the fish, like the bait that you put out for them, and they feed off it a wee bit, and then Arsenal come back, and then it's always a nightmare of a game to play against West Ham. But I'm hoping with the new players and whatever we brought in, that Arsenal have a new setup. I noticed that Stina's not on the lineup and Mariona isn't on it either.
No, but literally, so there's a few of the faces some of yours have come back into the matchday squad today. Look at the teams up now. Obviously, teams are currently warming up. Let's get that up on the bigger screen. They go from the website, aren't they? Of course, you fucking hell. Right, let's have a look about this house. So a very interesting night for you, by the way. Obviously, what happened last night with Celtic, and obviously Rangers playing tonight. If Rangers get through, it's going to be a very interesting situation in your household tonight.
It was a bit of a frosty reception last night, I think, because obviously my team decided to be rubbish and get put out. For anyone that's wondering, my husband's a Rangers fan, I'm a Celtic fan, and
things will be even worse. If Rangers pull off a miracle tonight, it'll be even worse. As I say, back to our game, though, got obviously Van Dosby is back making a comeback game tonight. Of first game in general, I think, in the pre-season since the Euros. Emily Fox is back with Moy, Steph Catley, and then they've got Kate McCabe at left back. This is where they start off with the positions and they just go back it with a fuck your head. Kim Little captain, and then we've got, I'm trying to think now, Cooney Cross and Pelova making up the midfield trio. Chloe Kelly on the wing. Cooney Russo down the middle. Yeah, Russo down the middle, and Fall down the left-hand side. And on the bench, I've got to go back to the other screen, one sec, is Zinsberger, Kendena, Mead, Frieda, Marnham, Smith, Nightswagger, Hines, Katie Reid, double barrel name here, Wesley Smith.
Wesley Smith.
Leah and Harwood.
That's Leah for anyone that's wondering.
Leah.
Not Leah Walty. Unfortunately, she's still not back yet. She's still recovering from her injury, which I'm hoping and going into the new season isn't going to be as long as we possibly may think it might be. So we've just got to see when we come into the new season how it's going to pan out. But I think we've put out quite a strong team tonight, considering I know Mariona isn't on that list, but for me, that's still a team that should be able to beat West Ham. Very comfortable, but I know West Ham have had a good few pre-season games as well, so yeah, we'll just need to wait and see what Arsenal shows up. The usual with Arsenal, we don't know. We can never have a judge who's going to be there, and so it is. So yeah, we'll just need to wait and see. If my TV is too loud, Ryan, just let me know and I can turn it down a wee bit more. I don't know if...
No, it's all good at the moment. I've literally got screen for mine. There's the mainly focusing on the fans. I've obviously got Nicola, Holiday, and Faverly doing the punditry, not the punditry, punditry today. So for Arsenal,
yeah.
Subs are coming out, whatever. But, well, I say coming out. Obviously, Zinsberger, Mead, Linesrogger, and I want to say
that's Sophie Harwood.
Yeah, I can't tell from this distance. Oh, but going towards the bench.
Yeah, because the bench is on the other side at Borehamwood now. It's not on the...
They moved it.
Yeah, they've moved it over to the east side. No.
Oh, for the love of days. We won't even see the subs warm up.
Well, yeah, they moved it over to... I was going to do my never eat shredded wheat there, but yeah, they've moved it over from that other side.
I'll see it now. Yeah. Yes. Completely. I'm sure it's Bournemouth in general decided to completely get rid of the dugout there and put more seats in, or a few more seats anyway.
Apparently, they put like media boxes and stuff over on the east side now. Jesus. So they have. So it's like a full section that's blocked off. I don't know. Have you been to Borehamwood?
It's been a few years, but yeah, I've been about 3-4 years ago.
So you know how like you could walk from the north bank and go down like the east and go down to the south stand and stand there. You can't do that anymore. You can't walk from all the way around anymore. They blocked that off.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know how beneficial that is, but I'm sure it will stop the fans thinking that they can walk around and get signatures of the players coming back off the pitch. Which I never ever do. I've got signatures and things like that, but I only have them simply because I've stood with my 8-year-old niece and had to get signatures for her. So, but there's one thing I've never agreed with is standing there waiting for players to come over and get the stuff
signed them. Yeah.
Yeah.
5 minutes from now, kickoff is. And then we've got obviously last pre-season from YouTube censors. Hope the girls have stopped celebrating now. We'll see, won't we? Obviously, some of the girls are back from Norway after Victoria's England side. Sorry to mention that. Apparently, Matt Beard quit Burnley today after the club denied the ability to talk with Leicester. That. So Leicester just sacked their manager. My guess Matt will go there. Didn't he just turn up at Burnley as well recently?
Yeah, he's just signed with them. So obviously he got sacked from Liverpool, didn't he? And just before the season ended. So that's where he was.
Yeah.
And he was out for a while. He wasn't managing for a while, and then here comes the teams. And he wasn't managing for a while, and then he got signed to Burnley, but they haven't even started the season yet, and he's quit already.
He wants to jump ship. That's poor on his part. I'm sorry, I don't have no sympathy for him anyway.
Yeah, I seen the statement, and it said that basically it was a way to pursue other things, and I know he's a retail, not a retail, what's the one that does like house lettings and stuff? What's that called?
Oh no, you're asking me, bloody hell.
A realtor. He's a realtor.
Wilter, yeah.
Yeah, so he's one of them, and he's quite highly regarded, obviously, in that position. So I don't know what he's done is when he's quit, when obviously he's been sacked from Liverpool. Sorry, that he's went and did that job and enjoyed it a wee bit more than managing, and of course another opportunity's come up and he's took it.
I don't like this either. Obviously, as you say, the teams are out, and they've had instead of just walking to the nearest part of the centre circle, they've had to come all the way across where the new dugout is, and do their little stand handshake there now.
Yeah.
What a joke! What a joke!
What for me doesn't preserve energy. No. I want to try and save so much energy, but let's walk halfway across Borehamwood, go across to the stand, wave to a few people, take a picture, and then go back to the centre circle.
Yeah.
It's crazy. I noticed Catherine's in the chat. Hi, Catherine. I know you sent me a message on X, and I don't want to start pressing buttons on my phone. I'm not confident with that, so I'm not ignoring you.
Yeah, Catherine, again, we've got used to it to an extent before, but for the first few games, for the league phase fixtures of the Champions League this season, get used to it because all the league phase is at Bournemouth.
Yeah.
Only the Emirates until the knockouts, basically.
Yeah.
But league-wise, don't worry. League-wise, we're at the Emirates, so we don't have to worry about that.
I don't understand that, considering like we're doing the league there. I know, obviously, like so that's a big ask and whatever, but like the men are in the later stages at the moment, aren't
they? Yeah, basically, yeah.
Yeah, they're in the later stages of Champions League, aren't they? Yeah, so
this is like the last qualifying round, yeah. So if Rangers were to win tonight, that's it, they're in.
I seen a tweet last night, and it was an Arsenal fan, and it was I'd love to meet Celtic in the Champions League, and someone underneath it was like, they just get knocked out. I was like, oh no. But yeah, I don't know who I would support there. Last year when we had Rangers in the Champions League, but just before the draw was made, I was like, if we get Celtic in this draw, I don't know who I'm going to support, because I'm a big supporter of the both of them. And then, of course, it ended up James had to support both of them. It's a tough malarkey being Scottish and having to support an English team and a Scottish team.
It's going to be fun on Sunday. No matter again, think about it. Sunday morning's going to be fun, isn't it?
Yeah. You might not. You might either not see me, or you might never ever get to see James, because one of us might be murdered.
Bloody hell! Getting rid of West Ham kicking off by looks. They want to top by looks. But apparently, Gareth was saying outside of this game, Man United men's team have gone full strength against League One Grimsby in the old EFL Carabao Cup.
It's the same as well. Something just came up on my Sky Sports app there, that the Chelsea have agreed to sign Garnacho.
Oh, for God's sake!
Yeah, they've agreed terms.
Well done. Great business. Fantastic business.
Yeah.
We kicked off, by the way, one set. So we have kicked off 12 seconds my end, 14.
Yeah, I'm the same. 12 seconds on that. Mine's is just basically like,
We're pretty much in sync, really, yeah.
I think it'll be the same screen, because obviously it's done through the Arsenal website and not with IPTVs that we all use.
Yeah.
So it is. But yeah, it's kicked off, of course. Kate McCabe just lost the ball there in the midfield.
Yeah, just seeing it now. Yeah, literally, you're like 2 seconds ahead.
I'm 1 minute in, so 1 minute in.
Aye.
I really rate this West Ham goalkeeper that they've got against us last season when we struggled a little bit. She was quite good, actually. They've also got the player up top. I don't know if she's actually started tonight, so I never noticed their lineup. But Martinez, she's really good. We're on the break here. Seriously. No one at that back post, but it was also too high.
You need a stinger there to knock that in for that sort of cross.
Yeah, you need a tall striker or a tall winger for a ball like that, don't you?
Gareth's not happy. He says, "Why, Lord, did you have to say that? I don't want bloody Garnacho."
Sorry to disappoint you, but yeah, that's what you're getting. You're getting Garnacho.
Well, I don't get Chelsea's obsession with Garnacho, because that's been a long-term thing as well.
Yeah, did they not try and sign him at the start of last season as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't rate him. I genuinely don't rate him. I don't see what the big thing is that they're pushing every time to try and sign someone like that.
I think it's more so he was the next player. I know he wasn't a full academy player. He initially came from Atletico's academy in Madrid. Man United got him, but he was the next one out of the United setup after that player that did what he did, and all the hobby he had, and they sort of had to. I think they feel they've had to latch on, and he's bigger and better than in that one. What's it? That's a bit of unlucky. So I think it's partly down to that they've had to latch on and go, this distraction. He's better. He's this one's so much better. Shiny new toy. And, and I think he's believed in the hype himself, and to the point where his attitude stinks as well.
Yeah, I feel a bit like that with Celtic at the moment. That they're just basically making signings, but they're not signings that's going to impact our team. But they're just making the signings just to basically say, "Oh, we're making signings, like, so you should be happy." But that's usual Celtic. That's their behaviour. It's always something that they do.
I think it's a bit of a game because Brendan's gone back, and you're not really getting the competition you need with Rangers. I think it's a bit of arrogance. You're like, well, okay, we can do the bare minimal basically.
Yeah.
We'll still win the domestics.
The thing is, where Celtic are so dominant in the league, and of course, like, in the cups and whatever. I know we didn't do too well against Aberdeen in the Scottish Cup final, but where it's so easy for Celtic to win the league, it's basically the attitude of the Celtic board that, oh, we don't need to bring anyone in because we know for a fact that the next couple of years we're comfortable to win the league. We're in here. Alessia Russo on the break there in the box. Couldn't quite get the ball across to anyone to get it in the back of the net or get it in the net herself. I'm still sensing that Arsenal are still fear of shooting from any distance.
I think it's again that rustiness as well. Did not know him back, and they've got a season at start. The ones that went deep anyway in Euros and all that.
Yeah, we've now got a corner, so hopefully a set piece. What do we sing when we get a set piece?
That's a point. No Leah for a few weeks, so
yeah.
What's in the window?
It's a good thing about Leah. I'm going to mention Leah because I don't know if anyone's seen Georgie's podcast the other night that my husband decided to call Leah our flop of the season.
Yeah, there's a back-to-back England captain that's won the Euros back-to-back. But yeah, she'll flop. Yeah, in the high of the peak of her pomp of her career and all that.
It's safe to say he's now sleeping in a tent in the back garden, and divorce papers have now been signed.
Send him an Ibrox.
He can sleep in Ibrox's stands, so he can. Yeah. So of course they said. Sorry,
make him watch Russell Martin ball for a fucking month. See how long he lasts.
Listen, when Russell Martin was appointed, James wasn't one of the ones that was delighted with that appointment.
Even I wasn't. I'm a neutral. I didn't get that.
Yeah, Hearts are the best team in Scotland.
Oh, Gav.
He's fishing. I don't think that's true, considering Hearts were nearly getting relegated last season.
And they've been in administration in the last decade or so, and got relegated. And they spent a few years in the Championship of Scotland.
Simply because they fiddled their books.
You could have been smarter there, Gav, and said Aberdeen and really, really stuck the fire.
Aberdeen can't kick a jelly bean. Oh! I thought we had a chance there, but we just scruffed that one there.
Yeah, I can see they're doing work in that far corner, by the way, where there used to be fans like standing and all that.
Yeah, they've blocked that off now, so I don't think you can get around that way either. So that was a decent transfer from Caitlin Ford.
A bit sad that they decided to do that, but hey ho.
I think it's mainly because, obviously, as I was touched on earlier, that a lot of a lot of the women's fans would stand and ask for signatures,
but they'll just go out. We'll just go outside. We'll just go out a few minutes early, go round, go to the entrance or exit at that time.
They would stand at the gate, the fence at the back.
Yeah.
There he is in the comments. Martin isn't the man that lost the route. Martin isn't the man lost the room already. Hearts had their chance and messed up.
Averaging just flop every season.
Well,
I think started off well. They just fell apart last year. They started off so well, and played you. Yeah, Celtic at lost that by I think it got 3-2 in the end, something like that. They went on a massive run of after 14 undefeated. They went to 14 defeated.
Yeah. Yeah. James always calls them an elephant stuck up a tree. And the way he describes it is the elephant got up the tree, but somehow always falls down it with a sudden thud. Like no. Okay, you're okay. You can sit there in silence. Celtic bottled the Champions League as well, losing to a team nobody heard of on penalties. Yeah, you're right. I agree with you on that one, Gav. But
with their third choice goalkeeper, by the way, the other team apparently. What my idea is. Jeez, that's even worse.
And as I touched on with Ryan, obviously that this is the same old Celtic. That just like as I was saying, they think we're okay. We're going to fly by in the league anyway. So the players that we have is okay for that, but not for Champions League. And they do it all the time. Yeah. It's so frustrating.
Even Kieran Tierney must be thinking, "What the fuck have I come back to?" At least I was like the team that tried to do so well in Europe.
You know something though, but when I went on to Twitter last night, I noticed a lot of Celtic fans were like, well, we haven't received the Kieran Tierney back that we obviously gave to Arsenal. But you've got to remember, Kieran Tierney didn't really have regular time at Arsenal. So, of course, you're not going to get the same player back.
Literally, he started playing again under Arteta once it was behind the scenes, even though Brendan Rodgers leaked it out in January, back on deadline day in January. It was only then when Arteta started playing him again, basically, a bit more regularly. Yeah. Up till then, he was getting no minutes.
But also as well, he's very injury prone. Kieran Tierney was all towards the end of his first run at Celtic. He was very injury prone.
Yeah, I mean, he literally came to us after a double hernia operation.
Yeah. Oh, nice little. Pull over on the break there.
Oh, go
Chloe
on.
Kelly winning that ball back there and attacking area, passing through to pull over. And
starting off okay in this game, by the way. Putting the pressure on them, we're not letting them have any opportunity to get out.
Yeah, I really like how good pullovers come back, especially for a player that's just recovered from an ACL injury. Also, when you look at like Beth Mead and Leah, and like you see how long it took them to recover back from their ACL injury, but Pullover seems like she's come back and she's been absolutely brilliant. It'd be interesting to see where we slot her into the team going into the new season.
Yeah, big game now because we had it on next Saturday in terms of London City. Well, it's not going to be as easy as we thought. Jesus Christ.
Well, definitely not when they've just signed Katie Zellum and
I was about
to
say that literally, like tonight it's broke. They've got, as you say, Zellum, and it's like, oh my God, no. You think on top of who've Daniel van der Donk's gone there.
But don't you think as well, though, but with that much experience in a team like that, it can be overpowering for a team, and there could be too much leaders and too much experience. And
also, none of them have played together. Apart from a couple, probably like us, a couple of games in pre-season, they ain't gonna have enough time to play together to gel. So he's gonna have that adaptation as well. Yeah. I understand. Obviously, Kang doesn't want to go down, come up and go straight down. She wants to be a force towards Arsenal and Chelsea in the future in the WSL. But straight away, I don't think they'll go. I think they'll be around mid-table and all that coming into the season. But you're asking a lot straight from the off, and you've literally you're to the point where you're doing so much business as a squad. The players that still have remained there are thinking, we've done all the work to get you up, but we ain't going to get to play.
Yeah, I think it'll take them. I think it'll take them a good while.
And you have to deal with that side of things as well. The animosity of that towards the new players and vice versa. Like we're bigger and better than you, and this, that, and the other. And also the manager, like he's got personalities in the dressing room now, bigger personalities he's got to deal with.
Yep, definitely. West Ham have a corner here, so this is where West Ham could. What a save, Daphne!
Straight at the post. Well done, Daphne.
Yeah. I think that's something Daphne's learned from last season with West Ham to always go at your near post, well, your far post, but near post to her when a ball like that comes in. It's it's an interesting one.
Oh dear. Yeah, I didn't really touch on it properly earlier, but I was hoping when they were announcing that we're going to have all our league games at the Emirates this season coming, that was it. That our deal with Bournemouth would come to an end with the women's team at least.
Yeah.
But then they decided to extend it, and then put all our league phase games in the Champions League, all our cup games at Bournemouth. I was like,
Do you know something though? But last year there was talks of us using Brentford's ground, like going from. So the Emirates was supposed to be our main ground, but for games like the cup games and things, it was supposed to be Brentford's ground. But I don't know what happened to that deal. It obviously fell through, and we never done it. But then this season, there's been no mention in it of upgrading from Meadow Park. To be fair, I think Arsenal women alone have outgrown Meadow Park.
I was about to say that, yeah.
So they've outgrown it. There's obviously not a lot of fans as usual, usual type of fans there tonight, but when games obviously start to kick in and it's important games, then Meadow Park does get busy and it becomes a bit of a nightmare to try and get tickets.
Gus says, I've heard somewhere Ryan and all Chelsea are willing to pay $6.5 million fee for some lady. Well, that doesn't. Barca have to sell anyway, or they're pretty much most of their squad at the moment. But if you could give us a name, that might help in terms of what player you're looking at here. Almost an Oggy from West Ham.
Yeah. Somehow I don't know how true that is. I think we're still a long way away from 6.5 million fees.
Yeah.
I mean, we're only getting to the point where we only started paying $1 million for players, so. And if it comes from a page on Twitter called Polly Cave, it's that is a fad of a page. It's a Pardy page apparently. So yeah.
What do you reckon is going to happen with Barca this season, though? With the news that obviously because they're giving all their focus to the men's team once again, that the women financially have to lose all their space, but rebuild and lose their current squad. Couldn't happen to another team.
Do you know what? That really annoys me though. It's like Barcelona women have won more than their men's team has in the last few years, right?
Dominated. I mean, dominated.
Yeah, definitely they have, and yeah, it's a women's team that's to be punished for it. Oh, lovely, but of course, kind of little lost it. And yeah, oh, it was lovely. We did just composed herself a little bit there, but yeah, going back to the whole Barcelona thing. So the women have dominated the full seasons basically for the last 3 seasons. and then of course other ones that get punished because their men can't fix their books, so of course they've got to punish them, and it's such a horrible position to be in for Barcelona women, considering the players that they bring through. Pardon me. Like say the likes of Alexis Putellas, Aitana Bonmati, Pichi Guijarro, things like that. Like that must be such a strain on them, considering what they've just been through with the Spanish Federation due to the whole World Cup thing, and now having to go through that again, like having to go through more struggles with their own club. It just seems to be the Spanish every time that that seem to fuck over the women's team. Sorry for the F-bomb there, but that's simply how it feels to me. So it does.
Yeah, I mean, I will say, from a purely footballing point of view, I think it does level the playing field for this Champions League this season. It's more chance of Arsenal defending our title, or anyone winning it really, because they ain't got that. That's forget like BX says, Barcelona have had that stranglehold on Europe for a good few years now. Leon are going through a transition as well, like the new name change, and obviously Kang's more focused on Lionesses over here. And obviously they're trying to transition themselves, and they obviously got Barca their situation. So I think it levels the playing field, and that from that point of view, from a competitor. And Gav, it might actually give you a chance to beat Barcelona for once if you when you do play them in the Champions League, which will probably now this new league format.
I think it's going to be such a tough season for Barcelona simply because they as well, they obviously have 3 cups in their own league to play for. Champions League, and I'm pretty sure they're going to be in that World Cup thing as well, because of obviously their record on Champions League. That's 5 cups, just the same as us. But if you look back a couple of years ago, how Arsenal struggled when Jonas had our team so short, we had Leah out with an ACL, we had Beth, we had Viv, we had Laura, and we had to put players in positions that they should never have to play in. But watching that team, and we were still in the Champions League at the time, and we obviously went to a semi-final with Wolfsburg, and just watching it come down to fine margins. But every time you were just seeing a player get injured just because of the workload that was put on that player, simply because of how many games there was through demand. And I think that's what's going to happen to Barcelona. Players are going to get severely injured because the workload is going to be so heavy and so demanding that big players like Alexis Putellas and Aitana Bonmati are going to get injured because they've not got the players to cover those players for rest or anything like that.
No.
And it'll be such a shame as well because they've been so dominant in Champions League. But then again, I think to myself, about bloody time you gave someone else a chance to win that thing.
Well, then whenever I watch the Champions League draws as well, even from the league, like the league draw up to this last season, the group stage and all that, you'd always see the random accounts in the chat. Oh, here we go. See you in May, Lyon, Barcelona. Even in the knockout rounds, oh, what a surprise! Lyon, Barcelona fought each other, and this, that, and the other. Lyon, Barca final. Obviously, we ruined that this year. Thanks, by the way. You're welcome.
Good old Arsenal know how to ruin a party.
Yeah, I think it's just been refreshing to have be in a competition where anyone not only can Arsenal have a chance of defending it properly, but anyone can actually. There's a genuine chance for anyone to win it, really, barring Chelsea.
Yeah, Chelsea to win it. So I just simply don't want Chelsea to ever win the Champions League because it just ruins their song when we sing "The Only in the Land." But I know someone was saying if that's the case, when Chelsea do eventually win it, if they do, that's a big ask. That there is there's an alternative for that song. So I've just noticed Liam's in the comment. Hello, Liam.
Yeah, over on X. Yeah, he's popped in and said, "Oh, hope you're having a good trip over in Wales currently, Liam."
Is he in Wales?
Yeah, for a few days. He'll be back. Hopefully, he'll be back by the weekend.
Yeah, enjoy himself. He should. He's had a bit of a tough weekend, hasn't he? So
Tough weekend, tough summer as well, stuff as well.
yeah. F them all. That's what I say. F them all.
Well, that's why I did. That's why I put his video up at the start as well. Because thanks, by the way, Bix. Thanks for the heads up, by the way. Yeah, we BX gave us a heads up on a particular. Again, I didn't even know the person existed, let alone that they knew about us. And it's a small channel, no disrespect, but because decided to go on an event and rave on Bank Holiday Monday, having a go, inadvertently having a go, not mentioning names in terms of put up myself, I'd say my name or Liam's name, but you could mention the channel and then little slide digs. It was like no. So from that we've decided just to push that person's buttons even more. North London Forever. He doesn't like the North London Forever song apparently. So North London Forever, start, finish, and end. We're pushing. We're going to keep playing it now just to piss that person off because I know they're watching. Hi, by the way.
Oh, that was close by. Zaki Pullover. Nicely brought down.
So you add that on a Bank Holiday Monday. Then what? Obviously, what he had on Saturday. Saturday. What he went off. What Liam mentioned on Saturday happened on the match day for him.
Yeah.
Not the best weekend for him in that side of things, barring the result, obviously.
Gav, unfortunately, Bon Mati doesn't like the Chelsea. I don't know if you know that. So.
Oh no, she loathes. Can't stand Chelsea. There's more chance of her coming to us, and that's saying a lot, by the way.
Yeah, she hates Chelsea. So that would be like me pulling on a Rangers top, and that will never happen over my dead body. So it is. I think even if Barcelona were to say yes, I will take the 65 million. I think he would rather stay on the bench.
Well, like Catherine said on the chat, they've got valued players. They need to sell, but they're terminating their contracts and letting them go for free. It's bizarre.
Yeah, that's true. Like Yana Fernandez, they didn't take a fee. They let her go. They just cancelled her contract. Rolflo, at the end of last season, they just let go.
Yeah,
Cancels her contract. Didn't take a fee. That's two wages. That's although you're getting the wages, but you could have also got the transfer fee for them.
Eddie Roebuck as well.
Ellie Roebuck was still in a contract. I think Ellie Roebuck actually had 1 year left in a contract.
Yeah,
and let her go. Cancelled her contract. Let her go to Aston Villa.
yeah.
Now, if Ellie Roebuck wasn't a free agent, Aston Villa would never have got her because that genuinely wouldn't have been a player that Aston Villa would have went for if she wasn't a free agent. I'm trying to think who else they've also let players go that were on loan that were due to go back and were promised that when they came back they would then eventually make their way into the first team. But of course, again, their contracts have been cancelled and then sold to other places.
For a club that needs money, they're not acting like they need money. That's the weird thing. Any business that goes, we're poor, we need money, will sell their best assets to the highest price they can get, and the ball's now hit the roof and outside the stadium. As I say that, and also, money does talk. Let's not get it twisted. Money does talk in modern football. But 6.5 million, when you've all spent the whole summer slandering Arsenal for spending spending a million, sorry, you can't then go a few months later. Well, we're going to absolutely obliterate that record with £6.5 million. Whereas questions will be asked then, where the hell is that money coming from?
So, Chelsea's, I don't know if you know this one, but Chelsea's new investor is Serena Williams'
Of course
husband.
it is.
But he has only generated just over £1 million into Chelsea women, not he's not invested millions and millions and millions into them.
Token gesture, yeah.
Yeah. So, but even then, Gav, if you can tell me who you've signed majorly in this transfer window, because to me it speaks like you blew your load last season when you bought Kira Walsh and Naomi Gurma. That screams to me like you blew your budget on those two. And where the fuck are they on the Ballon d'Or list?
Yeah, exactly. Last time I heard, Russo's number 2, like second favourite or favourite now. One of the two for the Ballon d'Or.
Yeah.
Somehow some Barca players are in top. Bonmati sees the fate, or sees if Russo's not a favourite, then Bonmati is, which is bizarre. Considering it really should go to an Arsenal player. Not being biased, but it should go to an Arsenal player because he won the Champions League.
Ref. That was a handball.
Yeah, I saw that. Saw that as well. Saw 2 handballs. One like that and one near right at her, basically.
Yeah. Oh, come on, Rex. She's pulling her back. She can't give you your shirt just now.
Take your time, Ref. Take your time.
I see the WSL refs still haven't changed.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. So what's Gavin saying? What's Gav saying? Come on, Gav.
Why does she hate Chelsea?
So, basically, last season in the Champions League semi-final, basically Bonmati said that Chelsea were wasting time, blah, blah, blah. And then the second leg happened and Barcelona started to give them a bit of their own medicine. And Chelsea threw the toys out the pram and blah, blah, blah. And then there's a full press conference on it. If you want to go back to YouTube and figure that one out, Gav.
But yeah, you didn't speak about you in such glowing reference, put it that way. When she going into the final itself, she did the same thing about us and didn't give us a chance, and look what happened there. So
yeah,
difference is she took on her attack at us was a self confidence of we're the best. They're just little Arsenal basically, haven't won it in 18 years or whatever it was at the time.
Yeah. And then went and proved them wrong.
Oh, quite literally, and fucking deservedly won.
Get up for that! Oh, sorry, I'm shouting.
No, it's a friendly, it's not even a competitive game.
Everybody just standing watching the ball bounce around like someone get up for the header.
That's just ball watch. I mean, it's ball watching in an attacking sense, but I'd rather ball watch in that sense than ball watch defensively. But it's still annoying just to watch her go. Can I jump? No. Okay.
Oh, unlucky. Kyra couldn't cross a nice ball into the box, but no one there to receive it.
Again, he did a Steiner. For them sort of crosses, he did a Steiner. He needs a Leo in there to get the connection.
Yeah, Leo the flop.
Catherine says, I think Chelsea will have spent over 1.8 million on 3 players of Walsh, Gurma, and Ramirez.
Yeah.
So they've got right. Obviously, I know it's not a World Cup year, but it's a big season for Sam Kerr. She's had over a year and a half, 2 years out, Sam Kerr.
Nearly 2 years she's had out, nearly 2 years.
Because she had the ACL, then during the ACL, she had the other incident as well that she got away with because he's a footballer for Chelsea, let's be honest. Yeah. We all saw the videos that came out during the trial that she got away with. What she got away with, it is what it is. But it's a big thing for her now because obviously for the last year and a half now, even especially under Sonia now, for the last season, Chelsea went unbeaten, won the treble, didn't win the Champions League, but showed they're not heavily relying on Sam.
You want to remind them again, Ryan? Which one they didn't win?
I've got a hoodie around something. I'll show you at half time maybe if I find it. But it's a certain, I think it's a Champions League, I think. I mean, we won it. We already won it previously in 2007. We gave Chelsea 18 years to come back and level up with us. They didn't want to do it, so we thought, fuck it, let's do it again.
We'll do it ourselves.
First time round.
Move over, but please, we'll do it ourselves.
I would like not just for the Champions League games either. I would like Arsenal, in terms of Adidas and Arsenal, to put the 2 stars on the girls' kits for this season as well, starting from next Saturday.
Yeah, on the bags.
Yeah, I would like them to do that. Why not? Really rub it in.
You know something? I thought they would have done it on the. You know how they did the champions tops?
Yeah.
I thought they would have done it on them, but they haven't.
No, because I was gonna say I got one of the hoodies when they came out and all that. And obviously they've got the old badge, so pointing the right way, by the way. They're Canon and all that stuff. But yeah, there are no stars on that. But I think it was more of a, they were clearly made in advance, but not. They did, I don't know.
Lovely run back.
They probably didn't think about it too.
Make the running.
Will you stay on and cover the Grimsby game, Ryan, after this? It depends on the score by then.
My best friend is pregnant, and his dad's a Chelsea supporter.
Oh God!
But obviously, my best friend goes a lot to the Arsenal women's games. So I'll be back in 2 seconds, and I'll show you something.
No worries. Well, don't worry, put my body, put it somewhere.
Oh, of course.
Oh yes.
I decided Auntie Laura was going to buy little Baba his first Arsenal strip. Yeah.
Also, it's the Carabao Cup draw. It is at 10:30 tonight. I won't be on that bloody hell. Well, unless United have an absolute. If United have a nightmare and they go out, I'll stick around and all that for the last and banter. But I'd definitely be around for the Champions League. How the hell Chelsea in pot 1 tomorrow? I don't know. And we're in pot 2 by was it a difference of 10,000 points or something like that. So it's stupid.
Champions League draw.
Yeah, the men's one's tomorrow. Yeah, we're in pot 2, and Chelsea are in pot 1 somehow.
Oh, lovely ball, lovely. Oh, Kim Little had a chance there, but West Ham player was in front of it.
Yeah, just got in front of it just in time. Sorry.
Yeah.
Obviously, we're not in the final third. We're lacking. There's a bit of a pre-season about it in the final third, but overall, we ain't done too bad tonight so far.
No, but I think once we bring Olivia Smith on in the second half, we might get that goal.
Yeah.
If we've not got it before we go on, but it would be nice to get a goal before half time, just to kind of kill out any nerves. I know it's a pre-season, but
yeah.
Lovely take by Kimmy there. I'm really enjoying Chloe Kelly's play. Like she just brings a total different vibe to our team.
There's a calmness as well in terms of when she's at the ball. She's there. I'm watching her now. She's literally saying, "Pass over there." Actually, no, pass it to me, because obviously she's watching everyone else and where they are and what their position, whether they're covered or not.
Yeah.
I didn't get the apart from that ex-Man City reject that hates women's football apparently. Even though there's a video out there previous to the 3 years ago, the final 3 years ago, him and his daughter, I think it's his daughter and his nephew, cheering on the girls. Amazingly, since the girls won that tournament, that final, his attitude has changed. But anyway, apart from him, I didn't get the absolute onslaught that Chloe Kelly was getting online for having a bit of self-confidence after winning for the second time a country European Championship.
I think anyone would have done what Chloe Kelly did if they were in that situation. I know for a fact if I was a footballer and I was at a big club and I was basically told you're not a starting 11, you sit on the bench and rot after just being a European champion, and was one of the ones that helped. Was the one that helped get that European champion to then. Obviously, she had the big fallout with Gareth Taylor, and of course that's what happened to it. But if I was a footballer, I would have done the exact same. I'd have said that I'm not happy. I'm either out of here or, unfortunately, I stop my career and just don't play football ever again. Not that I'm saying that that's what she was thinking, but she was considering obviously that break.
Wonderful.
But I'm glad she didn't. I'm glad she swallowed that bitter pill and thought, you know what, I'm going to get myself the move.
Well, he's not helping himself. Obviously he's been hired by Liverpool now for this season, coming for the women's team, and obviously since the Euros, obviously KK's resurgence, so we say. He's doubling down. He's doing interviews. And he's doubling down on it. In the whole situation. It's like, you're not helping yourself, mate. You're really not helping yourself because she'll see this and use this as even more fuel for the fire coming when it comes to play after playing Liverpool now.
Yeah, and also as well, he come out in the interview and was like, "Oh, nothing was going on. I had to do my job. I had to select what I thought was best for the team." Well,
dropping one of your best players for the last 3 or 4 years prior, just randomly dropping her for no reason.
Yeah, so here's the thing, right? Mary Fowler, another ACL injury. I'm sick of talking about ACL injuries by this point in the women's game. An ACL injury, but he decides to play a player who just come up from the academy. I'm really sorry if you can hear my dog snoring. She's she's snoring her head off. You want to come and say hello? You want to come and say hello? People want to see you. Yes, but going back to the whole Chloe Kelly thing, if you were willing to play an academy and a player that came up from the academy before Chloe Kelly, then to me that speaks volumes that something was genuinely going on between the two of them. So there was. And let's face it, if you work in a toxic work environment, just to take football away from it, if we were to work in a toxic environment, would we stay at somewhere that, no, you're not, you're going to go and get a new job?
Yes, and again, 100%. And again, even when we won the Champions, Gav, when Arsenal won the Champions League back in May, just to reaffirm it, we won the Champions League. I was at the parade on that front that Monday and all that, and we get on the way home. You've seen all the social media posts from the girls, and obviously Chloe going out of her way, having selfies with Renee on the podium bit, and then putting in top. Was it? I can't remember. What it was top coach or something like that.
Yeah.
You know who that's aimed at, and even when she's won the Euro to England, and she's saying about doubters and all that, you know who that's aimed at.
Yeah, definitely. You're always going to make a dig, aren't you? Like, you're not going to sit there and be like, "Oh, I'm not going to say anything." I know they say sometimes silence is gold, but come on, when you've won a Champions League and and you're a European champion again, you're going to rub it in you're going to rub the salt in the wind, aren't you?
Oh, definitely 100%. I bloody would.
I'd get the salt and cut them and put the salt in it myself.
I would have kept it fucking going as well. How Chloe was, that's changed to how I would have been. I would have been non-stop every day till now, every interview or whatever. Yeah. So
if I'd have still had his number, I'd have texted him a picture of the 2 medals, like just your daily reminder.
Yeah, daily reminder. These 2 gold medals, remember?
So I would have. I really hope we're in form this season to win the league because, of course, we're at Anfield on the last game of the season, and I'd love Chloe Kelly to have like her 2 medals on the side, score a goal.
Oh yeah.
Tell someone to give her the medals and walk over to Gareth Taylor, like.
No, what again? If that's the situation on the final day, obviously, if we haven't won it by then, but it's in our hands, and all we got to do is win or draw to win the title. One or the other helps us either way, as long as we don't lose. And we do get the result and we win the title. If in that game, if I'm Chloe Kidd and I score a goal, I don't give a flying monkeys at that moment. I'm running over to go to the home bench and where Gareth Taylor standing in front of him and roaring in the bastard's face. Have some of that, you bastard. And then obviously when the medals are given out, all right, Gareth, how you doing?
Yeah. Look at that! Look at that last comment, Ryan. 15,000 season tickets sold for the Arsenal women's team. So far, highest in the world. Women for the women's team.
Yeah.
Now going into next season, guaranteed 15,000 each game for
the Emirates. Yeah.
That's just crazy, isn't it?
Well, it is. And again, them numbers happened prior to the Euros as well. So there would have been, you probably get a few extra thousand on top of that now in the aftermath.
Yeah. Yeah.
If you're still able to get guaranteed season tickets and all that still, and even not, you still got memberships. You'll still get, no matter who we're playing now. We've shown the girl. Our fan base has shown, no matter who we play at the Emirates nowadays, you're guaranteeing 30 to 40 plus as a bare minimum.
Yeah. That's more than some teams in Scotland get. So it is, and that's what annoys me when people say, "Oh, people don't care about women's football." Yes, bloody do.
Well, yeah. Again, even before, I think a year or two before they started making the transition over from the Bournemouth to the Emirates for the girls.
Yeah.
And they're just doing the bit part games here and there. I was saying the demand's there, not just in our fan base, in the women's game, the demand's there. The Euros proved that the first time around, in terms of 3 years ago. It proved that. With record.
Yeah. Sorry.
So, yeah, with records. Oh, bloody, what a save. With a record of the for the final, highest attendance for final in the Euros. Obviously, because of we use Wembley, and they didn't. Switzerland use a slightly smaller stadium.
Yeah.
We still had that record.
I went to when we just remember my mum's English, so I have the right to say when we won the Euros in 2022. But when I was there in the final, so I was for the England and Germany game in the Euros final, and I did follow England. I followed most of England's game. I was at Bramall Lane. I was at Old Trafford for the opening game as well.
Austria, yeah. Definitely, yeah.
So, but see, just being there for that moment, and then also as well, it was the highest attended final across the board between the men and the women. What is that proving?
Exactly, the demand is there. It's always been there.
Yeah. You've just got these silly wee men that want to sit behind a keyboard and be like, "Oh, no one cares." Well,
look again from an Arsenal point of view. Look at the WSL record attendance since in the last 3 years before this Euros this happened. Pretty much most of the attendance records are held by Arsenal that we broke one after the other consistently in one season.
And even before the Euros, that 2002 Euros, Arsenal were breaking records. So they will.
I think in terms of going into that, though, because obviously with the Champions, when they're doing like the bit part games in terms of, not the bit part games, but the group stage games of the Champions League under Jonas and the season going into that Euros, and was barely getting a couple thousand in. We were playing Barcelona in the midweek.
Yeah,
it's just, I think it's more so down to, by the way, it's half time 0-0, nothing sort of rung home about there, but it's more so down to the Arsenal just not advertising it the way they needed to. And as soon as they latched on to the first European Championship win for the Lionesses, and they realized how they could advertise it, they could use the players, and players could get involved and push it out there with the videos, with in general media side of things. It's just got stronger and stronger, and obviously now you've got Chloe Kelly. Obviously, she's permanently got. In terms of our lionesses, Chloe Kelly, Ruben Moy, who I know she didn't play, but she's still got a medal. Leah Williamson, Beth Mead, who's still got for the time being until we're told different.
Michelle
Agyeman, even though she's got a bite, we've still got her. We've got a core that in the squad is at Arsenal, and Arsenal fans or not are going to want to come and see some of these players up close and personal.
Fair enough. Obviously, Michelle Agyeman has went on loan to Brighton, but she's still a player that people will want to go and see. So not even from an Arsenal perspective, just for someone wanting to go and see Michelle Adriman, they're going to go and follow Brighton, which then benefits the WSL, and in the end still benefits Arsenal, because the women's game is growing bigger on that side, and not just Arsenal doing the work to get people in through the door. I'll be back in 2 seconds, Ryan. I'm going
no worries. Did you see that Lucy Bron said about playing with an injury? I didn't see what she said about playing with an injury, but obviously we know in the aftermath of the final we found out. I was like, oh, I did in the celebration. Like all tournaments lagging her off. Like, this is the last tournament, surely. They'll find out she's playing with a broken leg. I'm like, well, I'm a bastard. If I'd known that. But then again, if she come out public, I admit, if she come out publicly and said, "Oh yeah, from the start, I've got an injury. I'm playing through a broken fucking leg," she would have made herself target the main target of every opposition we played basically in that tournament, basically until they took her out completely. Oh God, YouTube Centres has gone there. I'm not even going to read it out, but you've gone there with Tom, haven't you? You had to go there. It does again. I saw the highlights. It did see a bit of a rotation. They were testing certain players out, Calvert-Lewin in particular. I think Leeds' main focus is just staying in the league this year. They don't need a cup run to be a good season in terms of straight at the start of the season. The League Cup. They don't need the League Cup for a run. Well, they need to get the points on the board nice and early and get themselves in a decent position going into second half of the season when the FA Cup comes along. But hey, it is what it is. Playing like this, it may make it in the top four. It's a pre-season. It's literally getting even the players that didn't go to the Euros, it's getting minutes in their legs ahead of next week. Let's have talk to Chelsea though. Let's have a look about your pre-season. You're so amazing. Let's have a look about this. Let's have a look. Forward. No mention of a pre-season game there. No mention of pre-season. Oh, there you go. There's some news for you, Gav. 9 hours ago on the Chelsea Women's Twitter page. We cannot wait to be back at the bridge for Chelsea versus Man City next Friday. So there you go. Opening night, you're at the bridge and you're going to be next to like 20,000 people probably in there and you'll probably lose, hopefully. Again, Chelsea confirmed that Julia Bartel will spend the upcoming season on loan at Atletico. Going to play another winner, probably a academy player. Okay.
I'm back.
No mention of pre-season here, so your pre-season can't be that great, Gav. There's no mention of pre-season in the old Twitter page of Chelsea. Just Gav talked about obviously our performance so far. We'd be lucky to get top four. Like, okay, how's your pre-season? Oh yeah, can't find it because it's not happening. So
the last time I checked, the last game that they had the pre-season, they drew 1-1 with Ajax.
Oh, for God's sake, even we can be on my days. You having a go at us, Gav? Okay.
That's that is any last pre-season I've seen of Chelsea. I don't know if I've had any behind closed doors. But yeah, the last I've seen you drew 1-1 with Ajax.
There you go.
So does that mean you're going to be 7th in the league this season?
Well, what was it? Catherine was saying the way things are going because I've not heard. I know they've signed a couple of players, but the players they've signed are not big name players that are like, wow, they're going straight to the 11 to upgrade the 11 they've got. It's just squad players, and I was saying squad being very likely with Chelsea. And I
was saying that to James the other day. I was like, I've not seen Chelsea make make any saves, like big, not saves, signings. Like, I think they basically blew their full load on
the last year
on
and a
the
half.
players that they made last season.
But this is why I'm going. Even though obviously we'd asked at the weekend of them not down the road pre-season and found out why, because they went full strength for the entire game and we didn't. I'm still sitting there right now, convinced that we will win the league we will win the WSL this season. I think we win the WSL. I think we win the Club World Cup, FA Cup. I think runners up potentially in the cup the Sandwich Cup, the Subway Cup, when they called it. And I think we've got a good chance of defending the Champions League.
Yeah.
If we win 4 to 5 out of that's brilliant. That's another quad, by the way, Gav. Another quad, and we'll be world champions with it as well.
The only team I kind of fear in Champions League is obviously Lyon.
Yeah,
it's the only team I fear, and
but even then
we always seem to get them.
But even then, they're going for because they're sort of going for a transition as well. They're sort of, and Kang is more concentrated on the Lionesses by the looks of it. So he's even taking place from Lyon to Lionesses.
Yeah,
that's just no. One sec. The only player that Chelsea have signed of the only notable. Ellie Carpenter.
And you know something? I know people rate her, but I don't. I highly don't rate. I don't rate Ellie Carpenter highly. I don't.
Personally, I've not watched her regularly enough to say yay or nay, but it's the name. I'm thinking more of it. She's a name already. It's an established name from a Champions League club and all that. Everyone else has been pretty much, as I say, the squad fillers.
Yeah. I don't know. We're about to bring on Taylor Hines because she's warming up.
Yeah, I think Tyler. Yeah, take the probably for Emily. Yeah.
Taylor Hines is warming up.
This season, get minutes in their legs.
Sorry.
Again, it's pre-season. Let's get minutes in their legs.
Yeah, I noticed we don't have a lot of the ones that we had on the bench during the Tottenham game, like the academy players.
Yeah, it seems like, as I say, in terms of all our senior players, we're giving certain players a bit more respite in terms of the ones that went deep in the Euros or played in the Euros in general.
Yeah,
getting a bit more respite. It's a sort of sporadic bringing them back. But also,
Sophie Harwood's coming on as well. She's warming up on her own as well. I don't know if she's getting ready to come on.
But someone did ask earlier about is Olivia Smith in the team? Olivia Smith is in the match on the bench as well. Yeah, so that's what I was saying earlier. It does feel that we need that sort of moment from Olivia to come on and play that
pace.
Yeah,
we need a pace. We do need a pace on that one. I'm noticing a few faces in that North Bank. I know there's Dorian and things like that in the background.
I'm trying to see if I can find George. One second. Been trying to be
I don't think George is at the actual game.
He told me earlier he's at the game.
Not unless he managed to get a ticket, but I know he was saying that he wasn't going to the actual game. I know he's not going on Saturday when we go next Saturday.
Yeah, I might have misheard him. I'll double check. I might have misheard him then. The voice note might have misheard him.
Somebody who just said that Glasgow City.
Don't know where your optimism is coming from. Judging from this 2 pre-season games, I'm not feeling good about your chances of winning the title. Pre-season, my friend. Again, referring back to the men's team. Back in summer of 2003, Arsenal's men's team had a terrible pre-season. Went on to win the league.
Pre-season doesn't judge how your league's your season's going to go.
Especially look at us last season. In that case, then who would have thought back this time last year we'd go and win the Champions League? Just saying. With or without you on us, but it is what it is.
Catherine said, "Drop me a link. I've got some thoughts on our opponents for next season."
Which one? We've got quite a few. I'll send you WhatsApp, Catherine. Bear with me a sec.
Apparently, Glasgow City's been put out of the Champions League. The women. Oh.
But no, my confidence with Arsenal winning the title is we're the European champions. We've got a squad capable.
Yeah.
Even without the Suns, we've made this summer of winning the league. We've added top quality to our squad in competition for like Hines, Olivia Smith, for example. I think we're strong enough. I think we're strong enough to go head to head with Chelsea, and I think we can have that edge. Because all the pressure again is on Chelsea to keep going now.
Yeah.
Even though, and also not just keep going domestically, but also win that Champions League. And I think because our girls won it last season, there's even more focus on Chelsea to do it this season.
Yeah.
Otherwise, we're having that hold over them.
But I also think there's such a target on Chelsea's back, not just from an Arsenal perspective, from a Man City's perspective, from a Man U's perspective, from any team in that league Like I do genuinely think Chelsea had more than one target on their back this season, and to me that piles on a whole lot more pressure to them.
And also, again, going back, not just the players, I'm talking about Rene. I'm going to talk about Rene as well, because yes, he was the assistant to Jonas, but prior to him being sacked, I say he's been sacked. He was sacked. I don't care if they say publicly he was sacked. He was sacked. She was his assistant. Yes, she had the Arsenal connections from her youth academy days and all that back in 2007, in that sort of era. But she came in, inherited an absolute disharmonious mess that he'd left behind. Straight away, was getting a tune. Because she knew what it meant to play for the club, what our strengths were. Played for the majority of the games, played to them strengths. The only times we looked a bit suspect was when we focused on the Champions League final. Once we got to the final, Villa, Brighton, and even the second half against United, and the second half of the second half against United, we were more focused on keeping ourselves fit and ready for Barca, because we knew what the challenge mentally and physically that was going to be.
Olivia Smith's coming on.
Yeah, barring them games. Yeah, to see now. So, barring them games, for the entirety of Rene's tenure from when she took over, we look a completely different team to what we were under Jonas, and we went on to win the Champions League against knocking out the two big hitters in Europe, in Lyon, and then obviously in a one-off game against Barca.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you, Ryan. When our season started the way it started, I genuinely lost all faith in Arsenal. I did. I was just basically seeing the season out, and then of course we go through those stages of Champions League, and you're just thinking, well, hold on a minute here, like we could genuinely do something here, and then of course we get to that final. You get that feeling in your stomach. I said I was at a family party the night before the final. I had lost my gran the Friday morning, went to a family party on the Friday night, and I was asked by one of my family members who also like women's football, and she said, do you think we're going to win it? And I said, yeah. I said, definitely we're going to win that. So I did. I had all optimism on us winning that Champions League final.
Katie Reid's come on as well, by the new squad number 26.
Katie Reid, Frida Manning, and Olivia Smith.
Yeah.
And I see Kathleen has joined us.
Hi, Kathleen.
Sorry, Kathleen, I can't see, like, my screens on my phone are black. So
well, I mean, I also just look like I'm completely glowing because I have that one thing that you don't have, I guess. It's called sun.
No, definitely not. You're in training.
Yeah, Scotland is always raining. Actually, thinking about it, Scotland and all that. It's either rains or snow. It's one of the two. But we had sun down here in the south of the UK. So until yesterday.
Yeah. All right. So a few things. One, Tim Stillman, he said that he put it out like 12 minutes ago that Mariona is not playing to manage load and manage her minutes.
Yeah.
Even this far into the season, which isn't even into the season, but on the year. I did do some further sleuthing into Chelsea women's page. They got an early goal in their behind closed door friendly with Ajax, like first half goal, I should say. Kat Macario was the goal scorer for that. The squad that they put out is a squad that you would expect to finish top of the table. They didn't have some of their usual starters, but they still put out a very strong squad. And then between the 85th minute and full time, Ajax got an equalizer. So Chelsea could not hold on in the 5 minutes plus stoppage. As for my asking you if you knew, if you heard what Lucy Bronze had said, she said in an interview with The Mirror, on Leah Williamson getting injured in the Euros, the moment I really thought about the risks of playing with injury was when our captain Leah Williamson got injured in the quarterfinal and was in quite a lot of pain. I remember her saying to me, if you can play with a broken leg, I can play with this.
Yeah.
So fuck you, Lucy Bronze. Also, very interesting, you have Lucy Bronze, right back. They brought in Ellie Carpenter, right back. But looking at Chelsea's squad, they have. I think the reason why we aren't seeing anyone like really any other than Ellie Carpenter, any big players coming in, is they don't have the money. They can't stay within compliance. Well, this is me assuming that there are FFP rules or PSR rules. I mean, but based off of London City Lionesses spending, there's absolutely nothing going on with them. There's, no cap, but you have now essentially two world-class top of the line right backs that are now in the same squad. I don't really think Ellie Carpenter plays on the left. She's listed as that. She can play as a right center back, but she is a right back by trade. So the very interesting thing is that you also brought up Leon or whatever the fuck their name is, because
who knows
so I will list this out for you because I found it very interesting. On their back line, you have Christiane Endler, she's 34. Personally, nothing against her age or anything, but she did show mistakes last season. Start bringing in someone else. But again, this isn't my squad, so I could actually be very much happier if they just leave her in goal. But they have Ashley Lawrence, who's 30, Ingrid Engen, 27, Wendy Reynard, 35. She is starting to get phased out now. We saw that a little bit last season, especially when we played them. And then Selma Bacha at 24. Those are pretty much their most experienced players. And then you have one other 25-year-old who's Danish, and then they're 22 and under as their defenders. Their midfielders are it's very interesting. You have Corbin Albert. She is 21. She signed from PSG, but I don't like her. And then you have Lily Johannes, who's probably going to be Chelsea will end up going for her at some point, and I feel like she could be another player that could set another transfer fee, but I don't think Chelsea have the money to do that. She also could have gone to Chelsea this season, but was probably like, I have a better chance of winning the Champions League with Leon than. So
not Arsenal, by the way. Bruges is beating Rangers.
So it's very interesting, like the squads that are out there for teams that we saw as our biggest competition last season. Arsenal have been the most dynamic in incomings and bringing in players to help strengthen the squad and provide proper rotation. I was very briefly able to listen to you talk about Barcelona, but I think they're down to 16 players now. They are in 4 competitions.
Four?
They have the 2 domestic cups and then Champions League.
Or do they only have 2? I thought they had 3.
They have the Copa del Rey and the other Spanish Cup.
Right.
Oh, so they're not in the Club World Cup, no? It's just us in terms of.
No, so all right, so I was looking at that. So the Women's Club World Cup is actually in 2028, but this is the World Champions Cup, or it's something weird like that, where it's 6 teams, 7 teams. Hold on, let me
Well, we enter the semi-finals, Arsenal.
Yeah, so we are in the semi-final, and so is Gotham Women's Club World Cup. I was looking this up during the one stream because it was the FIFA Women's Champions Cup, which will debut in 2026. It is consistent of. This is going to load for me.
Arsenal have a corner.
Yeah,
And then wins one. Oh, Laia Kadina at the back post. Too high for her. Just for anyone wondering, Arsenal's changes are Taylor Hines, Jenna Knight-Swanger, Frida Manham, Olivia Smith up top. She's up front.
Condemn as well.
Katie Reid. And
kind of seems like they just did everyone.
And Laia Kadina. So it's currently Katie McCabe, Laia Kadina, Katie Reid, and Taylor Hines. And then the midfield is Kyra Cooney-Cross, who looks to be in defensive midfield, which is a shock because I didn't think we were going to utilise Kyra Cooney-Cross like that. But yeah, so Kyra Cooney-Cross, Palova, Frida Manham, or should I say Frida Leon-Ansom Manham.
Don't get me trying to say that.
Jenna Knight-Swanger looks like she's in midfield.
That's interesting.
Well, it's like inverted winger, yeah. An inverted fullback, yeah.
No, sorry, Jenna Knight-Swanger is on the wing. She's on the left-hand side wing.
It gets even better.
Oh!
It gets even better for Rangers, by the way.
Is it 2-0?
No, play off.
They're playing centre off.
No, it's Scottish representatives in Champions League this season.
Other scores happening right now. Fulham up 2-0 against Bristol City in the Carabao Cup. Brighton up 2-0 over Oxford United. And 0-0 at Grimsby versus United. And Everton is 0-0, but that's they just off,
yeah, that's that's literally what 10 minutes in full strength Manchester United against League Two opposition Grimsby.
You had Sesko get a shot off, but it was blocked. And you had Cunha get a shot blocked as well.
Come on, Grimsby.
Oh, Olivia Smith just got us a corner. But nice little intake by Olivia Smith to take it in and then get a shot off. But it's reflected off a West Ham player and out for a corner.
Yeah. All right. So thank you for providing us with the lovely substitutions after, tried to get on here before halftime or second half kicked off. But the Women's Champions Cup 2026 qualification timeline is they're still deciding on the CAF Women's Champions League, which is happening on the 23rd of November, and the CONMEBOL, that one. South American League, that's October 18th. Otherwise, everything else has been decided. So the opponents there, if it's not Gotham versus Arsenal in the final, then I would be a little bit surprised, but also...
Oh, that is such a nasty head knock. Oh. Laia Kadina's done that. That is nasty.
Force of the face, like front of her face as well, in the back of it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yikes.
That's got to be a concussion check as well, surely, for both.
Is that Laia Kadina?
Laia Kadina, yeah.
That is horrible.
That's to say,
that is not a nice collision.
Because his head injuries are happening because of how forceful the heads were on top of each other. There's got to be concussion checks now on both of them.
100%. Those are brutal. The medical staff were just like, we're going to get out here as soon as possible now. Which
will mean if Laia Kadina fails a concussion test now, she will be out of next weekend's game as well.
Yeah.
Because of protocol.
Which means
back three.
It'd be Katie Reid with Steph Catley or Lotta.
I would love to see that partnership flourish, or Lotta.
Yeah.
So
yeah, we got in terms of centre backs, we got Katie Reid and Lotta, and obviously Steph Catley has been converted into a centre back of Arsenal for the last 12 months now. So
yeah, do you know at the start of last season I said Steph Catley's going to become our main centre back along with Leah Williamson, and people laughed at me when I was on a podcast with George.
Like it's what's needed, and she has the experience, I think, to be able to. I mean, to just kind of fall in. It was definitely different for her. I mean, she had said it in interviews. She's like, just pretty much doing what I can for the club. But I think I had popped it in the chat on Monday on your show, and it's like to find or to bring in a quality center back. There's not many that are out there that are either. I think this was after it was said that when George had asked who's going to be the worst player or overrated player, and someone had said a certain center back that we have, but like if you actually think about it,
that would have been my husband.
I know. But if you think about it, like thinking in. Let me move my mouse real quick. I'm still logged in at work.
Right.
If you think about the world-class center backs that are in the world, like if you think about all of the world-class center backs in every club, you've got maybe 6 in the world that could fill in that capacity, that are out and out center backs. Like, but then if you narrow it down a little bit more and you're like, okay, so who's 26 and younger? Who's 25 and younger that could step into that role? Like Wendy Reynard, you aren't going to go signing her. She's on the edge of retirement. You aren't going to be signing Mapi Leon, not because she would leave Barcelona and you have all the controversy that would follow her that way, but she's like, I think she's 30, 32. Like, she's not exactly going to be playing for the next 5 to 7 years. I mean, she could, but as a starter, I think that's really what's needed, is kind of thing. But like, there's not many people, and so to have Steph be able to just be like, well, yeah, I can play in this position. It's great for us. We now have like 5 fullbacks, and at least one of them can fill in as a center back, like, or 2, because I think, or because then you have Katie Reid, who can also push out to. I think she was playing right back at one point last season. Like, like, so to have that flexibility in the back line, I mean, Katie McCabe can play absolutely everywhere on the pitch except for in goal. And she does that for Ireland.
Are you sure about that one? I heard a rumour that Katie McCabe was lined up if any of our goalkeepers are out.
I don't know. I feel like she would be the first player to be like, all right, guys, we're down for both national team and for club. Hey guys, so we're down a player and we have no more subs, or our goalkeeper is injured or got a red card and we're down a sub, like we don't have a sub, like someone go get me the gloves and a keeper jersey. I feel like that would just be exactly what she would do, but like that just seems like such a Katie thing, and not that I like know her personally, but like the vibes that she gives off, and her social media life just is like, guys, do this. And I mean, I think during one of the national camps, she was doing an interview that I saw. She's like, yeah, I asked if they ever needed me to go in goal, and they said, no, never. I'm never going to put you in goal.
You remember that happened? That happened a few years ago when Georgia Stanley was at Man City, and Man City.
I always love when outfielders go in goal because they're down a player.
Man City had a goalkeeper shot ready for Georgia Stanley to go into goal.
No, it happened in the NWSL championship game.
Yeah, they got a player sent off, didn't they?
The goalkeeper. The goalkeeper got a
Yeah.
red card, I think, and they had no more subs left, and they had someone play, and there was like 8 minutes of stoppage time left
Was
to
it
play.
like Portland Fawns?
I think so.
I think
it
it
was
was
Portland versus
or was
Gotham
it
or
Race
something.
in Louisville? It was one of those two.
I don't know. I mean, yeah, I'm the American here, but do you think I watched the NWSL?
I watched the Gotham game the other
Like
night.
most
It was
of
boring
the
as
teams that I would
fuck.
want to watch.
I did. I watched the
What?
Gotham game the other night. It was boring.
They'll either be. I mean, right now you have Kansas City Current, who are like 19 points clear at the top. So essentially, that's the league. But then you have the whole playoffs thing, which is competing for another trophy. I think that's actually how Gotham got into the Women's Champions Cup, as being
the winners last season.
Yeah, because it's essentially
season,
like
the season before.
I mean the play. I would say that like you have the league, and then if you finish, was it like top 8, then you go into the playoffs, and then the playoffs, the winner of that game, then that's another trophy. So NWSL, you're actually, and then they have like this whole like preseason, mid-season thing, and so there's I think 3 trophies that you could be up for in the NWSL. Maybe it's just 2. I don't know, but either the games are really boring, or they are really exciting, and the teams that I want to watch are usually like 10 o'clock kickoff games. I'm like, I'm not staying up that late. That's that's my bedtime. I value my sleep too much. Don't like, I could watch maybe the first half, but it's like then I'm dragging. It's like no.
That would
But I
be
mean,
like up to 12 o'clock at
Alyssa
night,
Mayer,
would it not?
she got her first goal.
I said that would take you up to like 12 o'clock at night if you want to sit up and watch a game.
No. Yeah, because like I would want to watch like Portland Thorns play, or Angel City play. They're West Coast. That's 3 hours behind me. They kick off at 10 o'clock Eastern. No, thank you.
That is crazy.
And then like the games that are played that kick off at like 3 p.m.
Good defending, Taylor Hines. That was a bit of a scramble there in the box, and Taylor Hines
just went off her head. Her head was in the right spot.
By the way, Candela did go off for a second. It did look asking if she's okay and all that. Like, in general, everyone. It looks like she's got some pain relief, and Swiggins is just going to play it off by the looks of it. So she passed the test in terms of the concussion and all that by the looks of it. But I was unsure because when I saw her walk off, she was swaying side to side. But hey,
Grimsby have the first shot on target.
Lovely dash. Nice save by Daffy there. Arsenal look a bit shaky.
All the changes in one hit, I think.
But I suppose she's got to do that to give them a bit of time, hasn't like to give them time.
Yeah.
Go on, Liv. Go on. Oh, come on!
1, 2, 3,
free kick.
6, 7. How many subs are they allowed in this game?
A friendly, they're allowed as many as they want.
It's unlimited. Unlimited. We could literally change our entire 11 if we wanted to.
Yeah, because they made 7 changes at halftime. So for them to be a little bit shaky and then have the head injury after 10 minutes that stopped play for 5, like, makes sense why they're still a little bit shaky, trying to get their feet on the ground and legs fully warmed up, I guess.
Also, the West Ham player is fine as well. She's back on the pitch on the head clash was.
Oh, 1-0 Grimsby.
What? No.
I know.
You're putting my. It is as well. It's got a notification.
Yep.
It's got a notification. She said that. Charles Verman as well. Verman for Grimsby.
It was the second shot on target of the game, the 6th shot overall. United have not gotten a shot off on target. Sorry, on target.
Yeah, this is a United team. Well, I'm going to read you the team, by the way. Onana in goal.
That is playing
Aidan Heaven, Maguire, and Tyler Fredrickson as a back three. Diogo Dalot and Dorgu playing the wing back roles. Kobe Mainu. Almost 1-0 Arsenal. Kobe Mainu, Agate, Amar Diallo, Sesko, and Chunda. So they've gone full strength, basically.
Yeah.
And they're losing League Two. I'm mad. Oh, please, Grimsby, please give me some joy tonight.
And that is supposed to be Man United's new top striker.
That's the full strength. I've got another sub results. One sec.
I think Katie McCabe has come off and Sophie Harwood has come on.
Yeah, that's the one. Just seeing Kate McCabe go off and Harwood. Yep. So that's 8 changes to the 11.
All right, I've just turned on the United game. It's not getting the main screen, but you know what? You know what? I had a wonderful bet going on with my coworker who is a United fan. The bet was the loser buys lunch at a specific restaurant, sandwich shop. And so I got a sandwich out of the Arsenal win.
There you go.
Yeah,
we have somebody in Georgie's group chat for the podcast who's from Grimsby, and he just put in the chat, "Come on, you minors."
Imagine that they pulled it off though. How mental would that be?
I mean, it kind of what was it why can't I think of the team last year that beat Liverpool and City? I think it was in the FA Cup though. Preston? No.
Preston in the FA Cup, Liverpool. Preston not Liverpool at the FA Cup. They didn't play City, but
I thought they did. Plymouth Argyle.
Argyle, that is it. Plymouth Argyle, that's the one.
They won. They beat Liverpool, and then I thought they beat City as well.
No, they beat. I don't think they beat Liverpool because I was in a big shock there because I was Liverpool. No, because Man City went to the final, didn't they? Man City played in the final against.
But I think it. Oh no, I think it was extra time, maybe.
I think so. Yeah, might have done. Yeah.
Back post again.
November.
Come on, ref! That's a penalty.
That is.
Go on, Kyra.
Same
old. Even like, excuse me.
That was a lovely take to the byline by Kyra.
The season's not even underway yet, and the referees are still being diabolical towards our players. Imagine my shock.
And this is who we have to look forward to in the WSL next season. Fucking Abby.
And the thing is, you'll get as well from the referees is, and the whole situation, the whole association will. It's a friendly. We're trying to keep the game competitive.
You know what? This is kind of reminding me of the highlights that we were able to see from the preseason North London Derby, where Russo gets completely taken out, and they somehow still got a penalty.
Arsenal pushing here. Quick pull over past the post.
I didn't watch the highlights. Once Laura told me that they did we're going to play our entire our start 11 is going to play the entire game while you sub all your players off and rotate. I wasn't going to bother because at that point, even though it's a friendly and I hate losing to them, it's just pointless to me because I know when it matters in the season, we'll beat them anyway. So
yeah. I watched the highlights, and I think as I was watching them, I was messaging Laura. I was just like, excuse me, what's going on here? Like, that was a foul. Like, Russo got completely taken out, and Tottenham were given a penalty from a corner.
Yeah.
Where she was defending. So it was like,
a lovely ball in from Taylor Hines at the back post for Frida Manning over the bar.
Yeah.
I love that you're like 5 seconds ahead of me, and it's like you react, and then like, all right, I'll look over at my screen now. I'm like,
sorry.
I love it. I mean, it's the same as when you know,
It's like it was normal,
watch
really.
along with George. It works.
It's like it was like Jonesy's last week's watch along. Jonesy was telling everybody what was going on, and
you want to know what the worst part was? Which I don't even know how. I started watching it based off of my betting apps, and he was still ahead of the betting apps.
it's like live sport.
Granted, by like a half second, but I don't know. I found it absolutely hilarious.
We're just lacking in that final third. Ah, come on,
Yeah,
Rex. Right. Now you blow your whistle.
We're starting to come to life now. And
Are you
the final
allergic to your
bloody hell, ref on the edge of the box. So pull over. It's like, again, after a bit of a sluggish start to a second, I'm starting to come to life now. Push a bit more forward and ask questions of the defence of West Ham.
Free kick at the edge of the box, though.
In the D, yeah.
McCabe is who's going to be taking it?
Pullover. I'd say Pullover. Why
is
not?
JCC still on?
Beck made a Kyra Cooney cross.
No.
I almost want to say Kyra to take.
I've also just noticed, is Caitlin Ford on the bench?
She got subbed off for Jenna Nicewalker, I think, on the left.
That's it, yeah. She did start, yeah. Yeah.
All right, so there's Olivia Smith, Codina, there's Frida,
Mead's taking
Jenna,
it.
Katie Reed, and then Beth to take. Taylor's in the back. Beth to take.
Reaction in the wall. Oh, way over.
Way over. Grimsby with a corner. And my work life is getting in the way of my personal life.
Not for the first time either.
No. All right, a short corner for Grimsby. Lofted in. Oh, 2-0.
No.
Oh,
United fans are going to have a little bit of fun tonight.
How you doing over there, Mark?
Benjamin is taking himself to Tesco.
I feel like the Mark blunder on this is going to be absolutely wonderful because Onana bobbles the living shit out of it, and then copy paste. No, that's bold.
I've got to see these goals.
Completely bobbles it, and there are like no defenders around him, and it's just all Grimsby players. Short corner, no one closing him down. He lofts it in. Onana goes to punch it out. He misses the ball. Does he miss the ball? Yeah. He goes over another player's head, like head gets stuck, and God, it was a mess. And then just kind of like rolled right in.
Oh yeah!
I don't know if there's VAR, but if there's it isn't.
Freedom Adam.
Yes!
Kick in the header as well. What a goal that was in the end. Come on. Nice job of the assist as well.
All right, guys, that's a 2-for-1 celebration. You get one for United conceding another goal, and then you get the Arsenal. The more important, the Arsenal.
Come on, Jenna Nightswonger. Love that for her.
Even Tom's loving it in the chat. Grimsby! Nice little header there from again. Great ball from Nightswonger.
That is a lovely ball from Nightswonger. That is.
But Tyler gets the ball and just drives and then passes that nice little pass there.
Just a little dink over the top. Yeah. Just lovely. Yeah, Frida took that way.
Come on. We've got the goal.
Yay! Lovely.
Now, don't fall off. I think this is where we've struggled against West Ham.
He's getting too confident.
We get to this point, we get the goal, and then we just back off. Or they get the goal, we press, we get the equalizer, then we get another goal, and then we just fall off again.
Bit sloppy in midfield.
That was lovely to get the ball out of that tight space there, but they just gave it away.
Got it back though. Go. Oh, for God's sake.
Yeah. I think Jenna's got a point to prove.
Yeah. I think she has a point to prove to Emma Hayes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I know that for the Olympics, they like Emma Hayes only was like, all right, I don't even know when she came on. Cheese. I'm trying to figure out the
Emma Hayes came in literally going into the Olympics. Yeah, literally. The season. Yeah.
There is a cutoff point where Emma's like, yeah, I'm not really going to be considering anyone else. Like, this is my squad, and I'm going to build off of them. But I don't know the timeline of that. This is so. But kind of, I don't even know who the U.S. left back is. I know who the right back is.
The right back for
the U.S.
Yeah, Emily. Her name's called Emily Fox.
Is it?
It should be. Yeah, she's right back for Arsenal, so she should be right back for the USA.
Yeah, she is.
Left back. The left back is Jenna's thing, isn't it?
Yeah, Jenna. She can interchange, which is not a bad thing. I think she's technically more of a left than a right, but I don't even know who the US's current left back is. But I'll watch their games when they compete, but I don't follow them like some people.
Get it away! Get it away! Why are we putting ourselves under so much pressure?
We do what we always do against West Ham, don't we, in the last few years?
There it is.
Oh, we're winning the game. All our season. Kick it off. Let's dominate and then go 2-0, 3-1 down, or whatever it was.
We went 1-0 down, 2-0 down. Then we went 2-1. And then we went 3-1 down.
Then 3-1.
And then we came back and beat them 4-3.
That's it. I didn't need it that night. Jeez, of all games, you decided that was with Jekyll and Hyde performance.
That
like,
game
no, yay,
awful to watch. It was horrible.
From the neutral, they would have loved it from a neutral point of view, but from our point of view, it was like,
I just saw head by the end of
it. Alex asked a set piece. No, open play, Alex. Open play goal for our girl. Tyler Hines getting the ball in the middle of the park, driving a bit forward, passed it off to Jenna. Jenna literally got a foot on the ball under her foot, looked up, dainty little lob over the top, and 3-0 had nod it home. Yeah, we know, Alex. We've been having a nice little laugh on you.
Expense.
Don't worry
Olivia
about that.
Smith brought down. Takes her about 3 minutes to decide whether she's given a free kick or not.
Jeez, this is the one thing.
I just watched that. Sorry, I just watched that now. The ref didn't want to give nothing. It was an official flagging like that mentally that she went, okay, I've got to give it now because my official's given the free kick.
This was one of the things that Matt Bailey was going off his head at last season. Olivia Smith has a huge scar down her thigh because someone stamped on her last season. And the ref allowed it to happen.
If you actually go back and watch some of her highlights, which you'd have to find the right ones, she gets fouled. I think last season Olivia Smith got fouled more than any other player.
Go. Oh. In the middle, but not there for the taking from Arsenal. A free kick into the middle of the box for taking.
Yeah. If we'd had one of our players in front of that defender, would have not tested the goalkeeper.
Then again, Kyra Cooney Cross taking out the game and not one thing. Oh,
jeez.
That's okay. I thought we were playing rugby, so it's okay.
I just noticed Katie Reed has some pace to her. Either that or whoever was the West Ham player that was chasing the ball just didn't care. Both could be.
Both could be
and
equally
also
true.
as well,
Yeah.
Katie Reid is the tallest Arsenal player.
Yeah,
Lovely from Jenna to block that from getting across.
Well done, Jenna.
My is that going to be 3-0? No. My fantasy. No, it's not. My fantasy WSL name is Read All About It. Read spelled incorrectly if you are going to be reading a book, but read spelled correctly when you are trying to do player name puns.
What are you going to do if she leaves?
Took me a while to.
What are you going to do if she leaves at the end of the transfer window?
It is what it is.
As long as she stays in, well, she's not. Well, okay. If she stays in the WSL, the name will stay the same. She's not even in my squad right now, so.
So you name your team after her, but no.
I mean,
not even a bench one worthy.
Oh, lovely.
Go on.
Go on, Vic. Go on, Vic. Dancing around, passes it forward. Frida.
Come on.
Frida.
Yes. What a finish again. What a finish with her foot this time. With her right foot as well.
I don't know why, but the song that just popped into my head was Freedom. Freedom. Don't ask me why, but it was.
Of all songs, with the hidden message in that song, of all songs.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
No,
who passed that ball to Vic?
There's a Scottish song that's Freedom, and it goes like Freedom. It's
Oh, I think that is the song that just popped into my head.
We all do like George Michael's song or another song.
This one is a trance, like trance music, like trance dance, and it's Scottish. The Scot, and they put Braveheart over the top of it.
Of course, why not?
They may take her lives, but they won't take her freedom.
Huh.
Yeah, who passed? I didn't mean. I forgot to ask. Who passed the ball to Victoria? But in the build
was it Frida that got the hockey assist on her own goal? Did Frida pass the ball to Vic and Vic passed the ball back to Frida? And
no, I think it was Jenna. It was Jenna Nightsmonger. Yeah,
oh, there you
go.
go.
Passed the ball to Vic, and then Vic pull over again. Dinked it over the top of the West Ham defence, and Frida on it, and takes a lovely shot.
Viv Leah is on.
Oh yeah, so yes, and she's in the midfield.
I didn't
see her coming on either.
No, they didn't even put it on the screen.
Beth Mead's been switched.
Yeah, I noticed it because I was like, oh hey, Beth Mead is on the left now. And then I was trying to figure out, okay, who's center, who's right, and then Leah is just chilling more of that striker role just on the formation, and then I think I don't even know. That's not. Did Frida take her gloves off?
Yeah, she tossed them into the crowd.
Yeah. So then, all right. So I saw the front three that I saw was Beth on the left, Frida on the right, and Viv up top. But that was kind of more or less we're gonna slow the play down. But I think Viv Leah's playing up top.
Nice little touch from Olivia Smith, but over the bar. Really nice, direct diagonal ball from Nightsmonger again. And Nightsmonger again, diagonal ball over to Olivia Smith. She brought it down, but skies it over the bar.
Right, into the old Smuggo group. There we go.
Gav, since
bloody, let's get a nightmare.
Look at that score.
Look at that. You'll love that one tonight. Take the pain off last night at the occasion.
Gav, question for you. Is Millie Bright going to be a starter?
Oh, big question.
I mean, I don't think they've brought in enough players to replace Millie Bright.
No, me and Laura are saying, like, looking at their transfers, they ain't done nothing really. They bought squad players in, but nothing to replace, like, upgrades in terms of their level.
I mean, I think I threw it in there.
Lovely.
I mean,
Oh,
Frida passed to Beth. Beth out to Taylor. Taylor shot. Ooh, blocked slash saved by the keeper's foot. Could have easily also been a goal had the keeper mistimed that. Why she didn't use her hands, but you know.
She's inspired by our number 2.
2/3. Is that up for contention still?
Do you know that pass from Beth is just the exact same pass that was made in the Champions League final, and it just gave me flashbacks.
What's that about the Champions League? Did we win?
I think we did 1-0.
To the Arsenal,
Swedish blonde.
To the Arsenal one.
So since Sam Kerr's injury, switching briefly over to transfer news or transfers and lack of transfers for Chelsea. Sam Kerr got injured almost 2 years ago now.
Yeah.
Or she hasn't been playing for like 22 months. It's an insane amount of time that she hasn't been playing. They bought Myra Ramirez, I think, for like $400,000 or $500,000. They did not want to wait 5 months for Kira Walsh's contract to end with Barcelona and spend another $500,000 there. And they spent a little over $1 million on Girma. Plus, that's just their bigger named players.
Chelsea's Sam Kerr, Alex, by the way. Sorry.
The Australian, not the Scottish. Right? She is Scottish,
yeah,
right?
The other one?
The other one is, yeah.
Aren't they both like middle name the same as well?
Samantha Kathleen.
That's weird.
But
Olivia Smith.
I don't see Sam Kerr really like breaking in. Rangers are down.
Oh my God. Laura, big news in Rangers.
That makes her defeat feel even better last night. That makes me feel better.
It makes fucking Sunday very interesting.
Oh, he's getting sacked in the morning.
He'll be fucking sacked on Monday.
They better not sack him before the weekend.
He'll be sacked. He'll be sacked either before the weekend or on Sunday. 2 minutes after the final whistle, they don't get beat. They don't beat fucking Celtic.
That's
yeah.
a foul.
Not come in.
Okay, nothing.
No, I don't see Rosie at all tonight in the chat.
Poor Rosie.
She was in the Discord hub for like 2 minutes because she had asked me what the hell snickerdoodles were. They're cookies.
This ref, by the way, has been way too lenient with certain fouls against Arsenal.
She's just booked Olivia Smith for tackling.
Yeah. God forbid. You know what? I'm gonna voice note Rosie 1 sec. See what she's doing.
Just say to Ryan. Just say to your pal, your Scottish pal Laura was asking how you're feeling.
She was online 11 minutes. She was online literally 11 minutes ago. So bear with me a sec.
I will be standing by my statement for Chelsea's season. Well, one, Arsenal are winning the league. This is my league predictions. Arsenal to win the WSL. Chelsea will either finish second by like 2 points, or at least within 3 points.
Oh.
Or they will finish fourth. Ooh.
I'd say the goalkeeper got a touch to that there. Sophie Howard, did she?
5. Rangers have 5 past them now.
I would count my husband asking how he's feeling, but he's in bed ill. He's not well.
He'd be sick as a parrot saying this.
Ooh.
Oh my god! As I say, this is gonna be. This is again. Russell Martin just made no sense. I'm sorry. I know we're talking about women's, but it just made no sense what they're playing at there, and it's backfired. I mean, you've got a player who doesn't want to be there, and then he's because the player didn't want to play for him at the weekend.
Are we talking about Liverpool and Isak?
No, Rangers in terms of Russell Martin, one of the players at Rangers, their striker. Basically, he wanted to. Russell Martin wanted to bring him on. I don't know who it was, but the player was like, "I'm injured." It turned out days before he'd had an offer brought in for him, and Rangers said no, we're not selling.
It was
and they think he's playing game.
What was?
That's it, and they think he's playing. And obviously, basically, Russell Martin suggested that he's a lying bastard, basically, to the world after drawing 1-1 to St Mirren or whatever it was. And obviously didn't play him at all last night. Or not? I don't think he's playing him tonight. Sorry.
No, he's not. He's not in the squad for tonight either. And he's been basically told that he won't be in the squad for Sunday either.
Well, basically, that's a great way to do. You're in a job 5 minutes, and you're already alienating people if they want to be there or not. Basically,
he's lost the dressing room already. I don't care what anyone says. He's lost them. He never had them.
He lost it. No, exactly. He'd lost it the day he walked in the door.
Yeah.
8-1. Just to rub it in a bit more. 8-1 to Bruges on aggregate.
Go on, Biff. Overran it a little bit then.
Hey, Gav, if Rangers score one, Gav, there'll be similarities between Chelsea and Rangers then. 8-2 and all that. You know.
I hate to be Chelsea.
That number must haunt those Chelsea fans.
Especially in what happened in about a month later when we went on to win the Champions League. Sorry, Gav.
Yeah, all right. So Carabao Cup, Everton, Mansfield 0-0 at halftime, Fulham up 2-0, Brighton up 2-0, Grimsby up 2-0. Bayern Munich are up 1-0 in the DFB Pokal.
5 minutes added on here.
I almost called that the wrong thing. Benfica are up 1-0. Not quite halftime there yet. Bruges are up 5-0 against Rangers. That's the big one. Is this Copenhagen? Yes, it is. Copenhagen and Basel are 0-0 at halftime and tied on aggregate. Benfica have the 1-0 lead. They're also now up on aggregate as well. Manchester United women thumped PSV earlier today in the women's second round Champions League qualification. So they will now go on to a round, which is, had Arsenal not won, that's where they would have gone because they finished second, is joining up in the
So they're basically in the knockout, the last knockout round, the final knockout round, but over 2 legs now against whoever they get drawn against.
Yep, which honestly, from a UEFA coefficient point of view, would love for United to win in advance because then, with the Champions League format changing this season, next season, they're putting in Europa League, or the women's equivalent to Europa League. I think they're also expanding the number of teams in the Champions League as well. So
cool.
To have that extra boost of a slightly higher coefficient, I wasn't all that upset that Manchester City did as well as they did last year. Would have loved for them to actually beat Chelsea again, but it is what it is. UEFA coefficients.
Can I just point out, this is the third game that Arsenal played in pre-season, and this is where I'm going to talk about Manu possibly not being a part of the Arsenal squad next season, because that is 3 pre-season games that Arsenal have played Daphne played the first one, Bobby played the second one, which was against Spurs, and Daphne's back in goal for this one.
For this one.
To me, that makes a strong statement that Manu isn't even going to be your second next season. Well, when the season starts.
All right, so I'm trying to think about this. Transactionally, thinking about this like as a business, because that's what it is. It is a business. I'm trying to remember when contract renewals happened, or I think when her wife had their child, that season was the end of the original contract, and they said we will extend the contract. Yeah. And then she was still our number one. We hadn't brought in Daphne yet, and then towards the end of I think it was the 23-24 season, somewhere in maybe end of 24, beginning of her contract got extended, or she was offered another 1-year contract. And I think that was the club was kind of covering their bases, because if she was the main source of income and you just had a kid, and if no other club was interested in her, and the club, or that the club wasn't aware was interested in her, kind of maybe covering that basis off. But it might have also just been late enough in the transfer window where dumbass Swede that was in charge didn't think ahead of being like, hey, let's try and bring in more than one keeper.
Yeah. I'm trying to find words for Manu here, because I do like Manu. I like her energy around the club. I just don't rate her as a goalkeeper.
For me,
lovely for Olivia Smith. Olivia Smith should have. Olivia Smith should have just went down in the first one. She would have got the penalty.
Yeah.
The nudge in the back, she should have went down.
Yeah. All right. Someone please explain to me this: how Barcelona got more coefficient points than Arsenal did last year for the 2025 season. I actually think it comes down to the country. Because even Lyon got more. So Barcelona had the most at 25. Lyon had 24. Arsenal had 23 for the 24-25 season. But doesn't
it also come down to national team? National team.
That's what I'm thinking.
It's points as well.
Yeah. So all right. So France are at the top right now. They only got 10 points last year. For the 24-25 season, they got 10 points. They're at a total of 53.3. Spain got 13.8 and are at 51.4. England they got 20 last season, and I think a big part of that was because England had 3 clubs that not advanced to the knockout stages. So England are well ahead of Germany. England have a total of 50.99 points. So Germany have 44.8. So looking ahead, future state to Champions League, Europa League, any other points that will get tacked on to the clubs themselves, this could be another very big season for England in the Champions League. You get one more. I mean, if United qualified, that's probably going to end up putting them over Spain. I am going to, let's see, where is...
That is the game ended. Arsenal 2.
Yeah.
West Ham.
No.
Nice. And as Arsenal put out, and was it? Read it properly, right? victory to cap off pre-season. So that is confirming that was our last game of pre-season publicly. They might do one more behind the closed doors, maybe in the next few days. We'll find out. But yeah, it's all full steam ahead now for London City Lionesses not this Saturday, coming the following Saturday, the first Saturday of September, September the 6th. No, I think the early kickoff as well. That's going to be interesting.
This could be an interesting.
Sorry, but especially knowing what's happened the night before between Chelsea and City, and where the land lies on that one as well.
Yeah. The very interesting game that is happening on Saturday for the Champions League qualification, Manchester United versus Hammarby.
That was a tough one for City last season.
No, that's a one leg. It's a one and done.
Yeah, but Hammarby was a tough one. Although City beat them, it was a tough one for City to play against.
Yeah.
Is this the final qualifying round, or is this the final round of the first round before the two-legged thing? Or has it changed this year?
So the winner of that will then go into the third qualifying round draw that is happening on Sunday.
Okay, that makes sense. No.
So trying to figure out who else is qualified, like teams. Are you going to tell me here? All right, so guaranteed teams, or teams that are already qualified for the Champions League. Arsenal as the champions, Barcelona, Bayern Munich, Barcelona, Lyon, and Chelsea as the league winner, the domestic league winners for the top three clubs. Bayern Munich is in there for winning as well. Benfica, Juventus, Paris Saint-Germain, and Wolfsburg are in the group stages. So Germany have 2 teams, France have 2 teams, England have 2 teams that are in the group stages guaranteed. In the third round of qualifying, you have Atletico, Frankfurt, BK Häkkinen, Paris FC, Real Madrid, Sporting, and St. Pölten from Austria. So if United beat Hammarby, they will be competing against some other top elite clubs, depending on who they get drawn against. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Because I think it's only 3 teams advance. Or so I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah, but yeah, you know what? On that note, we're gonna get ourselves out of here. Thanks, Catherine, for coming on for the second half, and Laura as well for the entire game as well. Appreciate the company. That's the word. For a second. Appreciate the company, and obviously everyone in the chat as well, between my channel and obviously here on the Mr. Arsenal podcast channel, over on George's channel as well, the Arsenal Women's Chat Show. Big up to yourselves again. If you haven't already, guys, on both channels, hit the like button, share the content. It will massively help both channels out. And you're going to see, in terms of Watchalong going forward, the plan is, until further notice, all women's Watchalongs will be streamed simultaneously at the same time on this channel, Mr. Arsenal Podcast, and on George's channel, the Arsenal Women's Chat Show channel as well, along with the respective podcasts in between it all throughout the week. So plenty of content and that sort of things coming your way. And yeah, hopefully more silverware this season. Sorry, Gav, but you ain't going to win back off. You had your little treble. That's all I've had. Someone said the other day, we wanted to, you talk about Arsenal? Because I talked about fucking the gold coin that the men's team won. And I'll come back and win 2 Champions Leagues. Like, okay, I'll take your 2 Champions, your men's 2 Champions Leagues. I'll raise you 2 women's Champions Leagues. Your women's team haven't won. Oh, you're so shameless. Like, we went invincible last year, and domestically, we went invincible altogether in 2007. Come back and try again. Chelsea fans are really, really annoying sometimes. To put it politely. But yeah, so in terms of content from on the Mr. Arsenal podcast, I'll be doing a men's Champions League draw tomorrow, 5 o'clock. We're going 5 minutes before the draw goes live. We'll be going live, have a little chat, and discuss who Arsenal could potentially get, etc., etc. Will the games be streamed on the WSL? Not all again.
Not all of them.
Most of the games. Yeah, most of the games. Any games that have been picked for UK TV will be on UK TV. Won't be shown at the same time on YouTube. So it'll be if you're living outside the UK and it's been picked for UK TV purposes, you ain't getting
it.
No, so
that's most of Arsenal games, by the way.
The games that are selected for UK TV in the US, I don't know who the primary is. They will either be on ESPN Plus, or they will be on Paramount Plus, or maybe Disney Plus now. Not 100% sure.
Champions League will be Disney Plus. Yeah, Champions League will be Champions League on Disney.
Champions League will be on Disney Plus. I think ESPN still has the rights to the WSL, the American streamed WSL games that are marked as the UK TV time slots. So those that are that say, oh, they're Sky Sports or BBC, those are going to be on ESPN Plus in the United States.
As well with the
anywhere outside of those.
Also as well with the YouTube channel, the WSL YouTube channel, most of the times by the next day the full game is on there. You can watch the full game back most of the time on there if you've missed it. So
because they're completely, I think they announced in the last season, they're completely getting rid of the FA player. Basically, that's going to be that's basically it'll be a website, but it won't be. You won't be able to watch any game, FA Cup, League Cup, or nothing. It's all going to be on mainstream channels or Disney Plus, etc., etc. As the season goes on, we'll find out properly as it had a landlines on that. But yeah, so if you want to come in and for any game when you ask politely, if you're living in the UK or outside in the States or whatever, we'll be more than happy to help you find the games so you can watch it with us. But yeah, got to get ourselves out of here. As I say, go and get some well-earned rest and as I say, I'm back tomorrow for the men's Champions League match draw, and then that's Thursday done. Friday, nothing. There's no games on Friday, is there? Premier League, so I'm not doing Watchalong on Friday. Fuck. Let's have a look.
Oh wait, that's 3. So Saturday, are you doing any games?
Well, because we're playing on Sunday, so probably let's have a look. Chelsea Fulham, I might do because it's a London derby, and that's to piss off Gav for the cheering on Fulham.
Burnley, with how they're playing, you would be cheering for Burnley, and you'd be thinking they'd be winning.
Big up Burnley. Big one actually, 5:30 Leeds and Newcastle. Big 6-pointer there potentially. But yeah, so might do a couple of games on Saturday, plus match of the day on Saturday in the evening, and then Liverpool Arsenal on Sunday. And then we go from there. We'll go from there basically with the return of the North Bank Summit. Well, we are Wednesday. I've heard nothing since about this week's show. What's going on there? So I think this will be moved over to fully next week, and go have a bit of an extra extended show there on that side of things. Plus next Thursday you have Cannon and Jones back in its regular slot as well. So yeah, plenty of content over here. Laura, what have you got coming up over on George's channel?
We haven't actually scheduled anything at the moment, but if you just keep an eye on the channel, then I'm pretty sure we'll be doing a preview before the London City Lionesses game. Most likely that may be on the Friday. Yeah, we usually do if the game's at the weekend, then it's usually on a Friday that we do that. But unfortunately, myself, I won't be on that podcast. I'll be on a flight on the way down to London to get myself to the London City Lionesses game.
Oh, that's good to know. And obviously, you got your channel as well. What you're doing the vlogs?
I'll also be vlogging. That'll be the first vlog back of the season for me. So if anybody wants to find my channel, it's AWFC Matchday Vlogs. So it is.
Okay, cool. if you just send me the link, and I'll make sure that's all we'll promote that for the next few weeks, the next week or so as well. Because I'll get again with next week, as I say, WSL is back, so we will have the Queens of the Cannon podcast over on the Mr. Arsenal podcast as well, with Jonesy hosting, and I assume George might be on for that. I don't know. We'll put all the links in the chat and on the descriptions and all that. So if you send that over, we'll make sure that's in there as well. And apart from that, guys, take care of yourselves. Have a good evening for the rest of it. Chill, and obviously if we don't see each other, we'll see you over the weekend. And as always, just as I say, piss off the one hater that doesn't like this song. See you later, guys, and take care. Come on,
take it, Liam.